Today marks the 28th anniversary of the birth of Ninja Warrior and the sport as we now know it. And what better way to commemorate it than to carry on with another one of our WNL Premier Series qualifiers this week in Edmonton, Canada at FitSet Ninja, courtesy of our course designers Dylan Luck and Josh Thomas. My name is Billy Dixon. I am joined alongside Kane Malden here for the Mature Kids Division. Me and Travis Rosen wrapped up the Kids Division a couple of hours ago, and it is absolutely incredible for what FitSet have set up for the first ever Canadian qualifier. Kane, we're back here again. Another great Premier Series qualifier underway currently. How are we feeling?
Oh yeah, it's my pleasure to be calling this. Great to be here. I mean, you saw what the kids course had to offer. It was a lot of really interesting doodads that our course designers have really put up. And I'm super excited to see how the rest of this weekend plays out. I think our athletes, we're going to see if they're up to the task.
Indeed, we will. We've got quite a few mature kids from the Great Maple Leaf getting ready to go, but we do have to go over our Premier Series rules and to see how a lot of our athletes got here. We have taken the top 25% of all of our athletes from the World Championships and their season standings, and all of the people who have fit those credentials have gotten an invitation to the Premier Series. This also goes for a couple people internationally who might not have gone to the World Championships or competed in WNL, which also applies to this weekend as well. A lot of Canadians have got special invites as international talent, and they're ready to show off their skills in this series. In terms of what the courses are for today, we've got two courses that we're going to be going over. The placement course, where if you fall or run out of time, you're finished. Your run is over. And then the challenge course, which follows it, is your regular standard long Premier Series Ninja course, but every athlete has 2 retries, but you can only use 1 retry on an obstacle. So if you fail an obstacle in the challenge course, you are able to retry it and carry on. If you clear it, if you fail it twice, then you are finished. On the placement course, the purpose is to seed the run order for the challenge course. If you get first on placement, you get to go last on the challenge course, and the challenge course's purpose is to determine who qualifies for our Premier Series finals. The top 4 athletes in every division for the males and the females will get an invite to the Premier Series finals this year at Motus Ninjas in Lee Summit, Missouri on November 22nd and 23rd. We've already seen their qualifier within the season, and I am super excited to see all of the surviving athletes go over to Motus and try out their finals course. It's going to be immense with their new building, and I'm excited to see who of the mature kids from the Canadian region are going to go.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. But we've got still a lot more to go for this weekend's competition. Of course, we are in the mature kids. Later today, we will be going to preteens. So that'll be pretty exciting. The youth division's always some of my favorite parts of the stream to watch. You can never overlook those competitors just getting their break in Ninja. But on Sunday, we will be doing amateur, teen, and elite, the customary schedule for our Premier Series qualifiers usually. So the elite division, that's going to be pretty crazy, right, Billy? We've seen some incredible talent come out of Canada, go to Modus, Life Force. We've seen them at the World Championships a couple of times. Well, now we're getting a clean focus on our Canadian athletes. We have 13 stepping up to home plate. Lucky number.
Precisely so. We have a lot of great talent out here. Canada is a very powerful country when it comes to Ninja. They have a massive team every year that goes out to the World Ninja League Championships for Tier 1 and Tier 2, honestly. We see a lot of people in North America, particularly in Canada, go down there and have an absolute blast and put up some amazing talent. And in the Mature Kids division, it's definitely no different. But this is their first ever Premier Series qualifier in their home country. typically some of the guys would have to go down to the New York areas, so the Northeast, predominantly if they live more in the Ontario area. And for the people here in Alberta and British Columbia, they would typically have to go down to Life Force to qualify for the Premier Series finals. But they've got their own qualifier here, so hopefully that means that we have more people going over to the finals to compete. And we're going to be getting a demo of what our placement course is going to be like right here, courtesy of our reigning kids female champion, Riley, on the start line.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing as well. Going from Canada to the US, it can be a little tough traveling, you know, jet lag, all factors to consider. But here, they should be in peak physical shape, I'm sure.
I am sure hoping that that is the case, especially these kids. They have a lot of energy naturally. As younger people, they have a lot more fire to bounce off of within their daily lives, and they can definitely put it to their potential when they're on a ninja course like this, particularly in the Premier Series. And we're going to be getting started on our placement course, courtesy of Riley, our tester. Out here, we're going to be starting out with the double zip line out here first off, and using a trampoline to bound over to the second sonic curve, courtesy of a couple of quad steps. The classic ninja grips coming through with some rings. Then we dismount onto Link It, consisting of a trapeze, a fidget spinner, and a nice little hook pendulum right there. And then the mega maple leafs, which is a great topical obstacle. The dip sliders, kind of like a sliding drum hopper X skate tech kind move. I love it. The triple boot scoot comes along in, but for our mature kids, they are utilizing all of the rings. For the kids, they had to use only one, and then the warped wall ends the run on the placement course. Kane, what are the thoughts? We've got quite a good placement course right there, very flowy.
Yeah, flowy, dynamic. I mean, you start with the rings to the trampoline, and I feel like that's such an indicative kind of first obstacle. It starts out giving you that impression of what you're in for. It's such a solid course. I love it.
Definitely. It wreaked havoc for the kids division. We saw about a 50-50 split of clears and stumbles, which ultimately led to fails and furthermore earlier placements when it comes to the challenge course. But regardless, we have got essentially an even split on the females and the males. We've got 7 kids females, and then I want to say
6.
6. Yeah, there we go. I was scrolling down. But yeah, there is competition in both of the divisions now, meaning 3 of the females and 2 of the males won't be able to qualify for the Premier Series finals, but they have the opportunity to get the top 4 that qualify. We saw in the last division that with 4 athletes in each category for the males and the females, they would have to only make it to obstacle 4 of the challenge course to qualify. But now the stakes are higher and there's more pressure maybe to be put on these kids. So they really got to put it to the test if they are desperate for a spot for Motus's finals.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a peculiar kind of position because there are more athletes that will qualify than athletes who will not. Any big crux points Penelope should be looking out for?
Excuse me. On the placement course, at least, I would like to say that honestly, the dismount from the classic from Link It has been quite the havoc for today. So Penelope Hay, being our first runner, is off and running. 1 minute 30 on the clock.
Yeah, big jump. Penelope, I would say a dismount would be favored to her height. She is 4'10", so maybe she can carry on through. Nice use of the wingspan, follow-throughs on the rings. Now for that Link It you were talking about.
She goes 1 minute 10, easy stuff, across the maple leaves, and now turns around over to the dip sliders. Gets the skate tech locked in. Has a platform in between the hoppers and the sliders. And now here we go. Just under a minute left. Here we go. Shifting along each of the boot scoots without a problem. And then the warped wall beckons. Going to get A big run up, step, step, step. Easy stuff. Penelope Hay gets the buzzer.
Okay, I almost thought she didn't hit it, but Penelope, wow, for our first run, pretty strong first impression. Hopefully the rest of our athletes can follow up. Great use of the wingspan there on the rings. The what was that? The skateboards? Those can be pretty tough, I feel like, if you're not in the right place. But she was in the right place, no doubt about that. And yeah.
Kane, you've said this before. On the placement course, the clock isn't really the biggest challenge to face, honestly. Especially on a course like this, 1 minute 30, a bit lenient towards our mature kids, I think. But that leaves it to be basically a race to the buzzer, but with possibly some slip-ups dwindling, if anything.
Yeah, it's more of like a mental challenge, I feel like, because seeing athletes race through the course, it places kind of a barrier that you have to surpass if you want to run later. Let's see if Caroline can beat our first run, though.
Here we go. Caroline sitting down, just making sure she's got the energy, waiting for some chalk to maybe dry if it's liquid. She's going to get ready to go out here on this placement course and try and attest to Penelope's time of 46.25 to the buzzer. So Caroline definitely has the opportunity to get a solid run here, but I think because the broad range of athletes here in terms of where they come from, maybe in Canada, it's going to be quite the treat to see how consistent everything can really get.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Caroline, though, stepping up to the start line. Let's see how this run unfolds.
Here we go. Getting ready to slide down on the slider. And with 1:30, we're going to make sure that Caroline is all set and ready to go for this run. Just holding on, making sure everything is going to be able to be getting on here.
Yeah, I don't think the obstacles are going to be too tough. It's just living up to athletes, other times. That's going to be the big barrier. Caroline hands over the ring. She is eager to go, and she's being counted down. Caroline up and away. She's super excited to be competing on her home turf.
Caroline. Lovely stuff. Caroline was bounding across that trampoline trying to save time. She's quickly matching on those rings there. Not really swinging to their full potential, but just kind of pulling on through to save time. She's around a second faster than Penelope, but now it's switched up. It could be very... it can intertwine between each obstacle. That's the pace that both of these girls have gone through this point. But Caroline is moving on forward here. Back to 0.7 seconds ahead. The boot scoots are coming in. Very dynamic, trying to pull in as much as possible to save time. 50 seconds left. Half a second in front of Penelope, and Caroline Cutler is there. There we go, 44.03. Lovely.
Yeah, I didn't have time to properly call that, but Caroline, I feel like it was super neck and neck. Earlier on the course, I noticed she did a pullback on the linkage, an extra pullback, and that put her a little bit behind. But on the skateboards there, she was able to do it just a hair faster. Maybe was a little quicker up this wall, and that was the difference that put her into first place.
Precisely so. But that's how it is so far. Things can still change depending on how the rest of our mature kid females respond to both of those runs and seeing how they can live up to those standards that have been set already. And Chloe Millar is going to be coming through now, a member of Team Fitset.
Yeah, such an iconic jersey. We've seen it a couple times at the Tier 1 Championships. We're going to be seeing it a lot more here, considering what gym it is. But Chloe, big swing back, and she is on the move. It's a big jump up. Now running around the bend, Chloe up to the rings here. A little slower, though. Oh, there's those follow-throughs I was looking for. A little stumble.
Here we go. She's trying to move on through here and get a good grab here. She's not moving on around the same pace as both Caroline and Penelope, but Chloe is still moving through a very solid pace at the minute, trying to get to the end of this course here. Jumps onto the platform, guarding both of those boards. And 50 seconds, she's moving along up to the boot scoots.
Yep. Keeping those legs up. You really got to make sure, now that these athletes are a little older and a little taller, you got to tuck the legs up. But Chloe, looking for that buzzer. She's just going for a placement course finish here. And with almost 55 seconds flat, Chloe will get just that. Great run there.
Crazy stuff. Love to see the urgency that we saw out of Chloe right there. A lot of great moves. Took it a little bit cautious, though, compared to the other female athletes that we've seen here in this division, but she still moved at an incredibly great pace.
And for what it's worth, I feel like it's better to finish the placement course in maybe a little bit suboptimal time than to not finish at all, because you'll obviously inherently be above the people that didn't finish. So it's an important tactic to think about.
Precisely so, and we're going to be seeing Eleanor Hollowash coming in right here and making sure that she puts on a show on the placement course that we're going to be seeing in just a moment here. But yeah, already we've seen a lot of great success. We've seen a sub 45 second time courtesy of Caroline Cutler so far. But we're going to be coming along through. But yeah, Kane, these ninjas who have been going through the placement courses and the challenge courses throughout the season, we've started to see a lot of different skills be showcased depending on everything. And I'm really happy that we're already starting to see a bunch of great techniques on a placement course like this. And the challenge course that's coming very shortly is going to be an incredible time. We've already seen some great things from the kids division that we saw earlier. And now Eleanor is on the start line coming out of Sherwood Park, Alberta even.
Yep, Eleanor. You know what they say? As a wise man once said, every course is a speed course. Eleanor sprinting across the steps.
Look at this. Just trying to brachiate along through and like monkey bar those rings almost. Reaches out to the fidget spinner and just head-on links it. Loving the little skips across the leaves there. Bit of a stumble getting up to the drum hoppers area, but there we go. 1 minute as she pulls along through onto the boot scoots now.
Yeah, moving at breakneck speeds. Eleanor is neck and neck with Caroline's pace. Get up this wall. Big run up. Will it make the difference?
There
yes,
we go.
It will.
And look at that. Eleanor Hollowash coming in sub 42. That's an incredible time right there for Eleanor. Top of the leaderboard so far, but only time will tell if it holds up as the top time.
Man, I'm really impressed with how powerful she was throughout that run. She was trying to destroy the course. And, well, that will give her the top time. That will yield her a later seed in the challenge course.
Indeed so. Very fast moving along through every bit of the course right there. Absolutely textbook run from what we've just seen. Now we're moving on to Mackenzie Manson next up on our placement course. We're moving through this placement course at a very solid pace at the minute. All the athletes have moved on and cleared with quite a fast time, and I'm hoping that Mackenzie out here is going to continue that trend.
Yeah, we're what, 4 for 4? That's a bit of a tongue twister, but Mackenzie, on the taller side, I wonder how this will play into her placement course run. Ooh.
Nice. She's hanging a bit lower, making sure that she can save enough time by getting to the platform immediately. A little bit of a hesitation on the Maple Leafs, but she's coming along through very quickly here. And believe it, nearly 3 seconds ahead of Eleanor to this point as well. Now she is just over half a second in front here. She is a bit tall. Oh, no! Mackenzie's down on the boot scoots. Unfortunate there.
Oh, man, she was moving so fast, too. I almost thought she was going to get a sub 40. You see, her wingspan really helped with those rings. She made a big skip, big links throughout. But I think what happened on the boot scoot was she had a bit of a low angle with that second ring. And even with that big wingspan, it was not enough to cross the gap.
That was unfortunate there from Mackenzie Manson. Never a fun time when you slip up on a placement course that close to the buzzer as well. But we do have the challenge course to come where all of these athletes are going to be able to show off their skills in every sense of the word when it comes to ninja. And with that, we only have 2 more athletes in the mature kid female division that are going to be coming up on the run order right here. The first of which being Adeline Chalmers out here.
Yeah, so this is really gonna see, we're gonna see how this shakes up the leaderboard, I feel like, because both of these athletes could dive head and shoulders onto the leaderboard. So, I don't know, time will tell. Adeline, though, we're gonna see how she runs her race.
Here we go. Pulls back immediately on that ring to get a lot of force and bounds onto the second slider. And with 1 minute 20, she makes the turnaround and is going to start pulling back and just kind of brushing along these rings. I'm loving the technique. I'm very glad that technique of just kind of grabbing onto those rings as fast as possible is starting to come into fruition with a lot of younger athletes from around the world. And Adeline coming through here, not a problem. A minute.
All right, well, Adeline, ooh, little stumble, but is able to stay afloat on the skateboard. The boot scoot just saw another athlete go down here, but Adeline doing her homework, and she loves to climb up mountains. I don't know if she's climbed a mountain quite like this, though.
Here we go, 40 seconds left, and a great time, 49.92 to the buzzer. Solid stuff there from Adeline Chalmers. Easy stuff.
Yeah, easy is the best way I can say it. Really just kept it smooth, kept it composed. It was, no frills, no games. Just wanted to get it done, and she got it done. So now we're down to our final mature kid female athlete. We're already here. Went by so fast.
Indeed so, largely attributing to overall just the speed that all of these girls has been going at. We've had 1 fail so far, and even then it was a whiff at the end of the course. But the pace of all of these females so far has been absolutely astounding, and I'm excited to see it carry on with Kate Cathro, who's going to be rounding out the mature kid female division on placement.
Yeah, I feel like even if you make an early slip up on a placement course, it does not mean you are the weakest athlete. It's just not how that works. It's just, the nature of the placement course, even if you have, I guess, a subpar showing on the placement course, it's not the end of the world, because at the end of the day, it does not dictate how or if you qualify. It can help, but it does not guarantee you.
Absolutely. It's only a minor, guidance into the challenge course, because once you get your result on placement, you start to know and analyze other athletes depending on where you are. And if you are the first runner on the challenge course, that can be a very beneficial thing, honestly, because you get to set the standard and try and make everyone else figure out their way around the course, courtesy of your run. But now Kate Cathro, coming out of Edmonton, Alberta, is pushing along through the double zip line. And here we move on. 1 minute 20, making the turnaround on Sonic Curve. And she is now going to be pulling back on these rings, brachiating through. Not a problem for Kate so far as she jumps straight into the trapeze.
All right, well, the fidget spinner, pretty easy, taking a backswing. I mean, I don't think she's going quite as fast as she probably could. But hey, I think she just wants a buzzer here more than anything. Ooh, waving the arms!
Hold up. Okay, we're saved. Kate Cathro giving us a minor scare there on the first skate. But here she goes, 45 seconds as she comes into the triple boot scoop.
No!
No! Lost the ring, but she's still... Oh, no, she's going to touch down. Kate Cathro, unfortunately, goes down. She's going to be running the challenge course first in her division for the mature kid females. That's unfortunate.
Dang. Same slip up as what happened to, Mackenzie? It's the same place. It really challenges your kind of swing capabilities, somewhat your reach, but mostly the ability to maintain your swing. Unfortunate there, Kate going to be running the challenge course first, but we're not going into the challenge course just yet. Isn't that right, Billy?
Not yet. We have the other side of the mature kids to go over now. The males, let's turn it over to these lively lads on the placement course. Going to be starting out with Caden Bro out here, 95 pounds, started Ninja 2 years ago, coming out of Canmore, Alberta, age 10 for the season. I'm excited to see him make the start on the mature kid male side of things.
Yeah, definitely. And we've seen the standard be set sky high by our previous mature kid female athletes. So that begs the question, are we going to see a sub 40?
It's definitely possible, I think. The mature kid males definitely know how to move. And Caden is making it apparent currently on these sliders. He's not stopping for anything. Here we go. Moving through onto the classic ninja grips here. Going to take a pull back when necessary and keep that acceleration on the trapeze.
Yeah, keeps the foot on the gas. Oh, almost thought he was going to link, but nonetheless, onto the maple leaves. Very indicative of where we are. Caden. Nice. Body awareness with the skateboards. And Caden, perfect exit. Now this boot scoop.
You can see here, Caden, 50 seconds left coming into the midpoint of the boot scoots, pulls back and straight into the wall. Yes, I love that technique there. Caden starting us off with 47.13. Just kind of running into the wall without a run-up. That saved him quite a bit of time.
Yeah, not bad at all. Again, first impression for our mature kids male athletes was pretty solid, but I think there is some time on the table for our athletes to play with. There were definitely some moves I didn't see Caden do that our athletes could use to push ahead.
That was awesome there from Caden. Look at that, just turning into the wall right there and just kind of walking up it as you go along and reaching out to the top. Perfect.
Yeah, you gotta have like crazy explosive leg strength to be able to just do that, I feel like.
Worked incredibly well for him, and I'm wondering if our final five have been taking notes on that run specifically. Starting out with Samuel Carmichael.
Yeah, Sam. Maybe the guy up to the task. Maybe, I don't know. Honestly, I have kind of an open mind going into this. It really could be anyone that could run away with this placement course.
Very much so. Samuel representing Fitset. Bit of an advantage here. He knows how the obstacles feel. And Samuel's going to be coming in right now. Boom. Lovely stuff. Coming along onto Sonic Curve now. Going to take a bit of time to set himself out. Brachiating through each ring right here. Skips the final one and moves on down. Takes a jump into the trapeze with his legs behind him to start momentum quicker. Statics and pulls back. And then links that.
No, he was short.
No, just out of time. Oh, no. Out of bounds right there for Samuel. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think was a little behind the curve in terms of, I don't know, speed. And he wanted to pull some moves out, maybe jump ahead of where Caden was. So he tried to go for that link out, but still his night, or well, it's day, but his afternoon is not done. Sam will have plenty to play for in the challenge course.
Indeed, he will. Not over yet for anyone. It can be anyone's game coming into the challenge course. This is merely a speed test, if anything. You can definitely look at it like that. Our next athlete on the start line is going to be Adam L. Hegazy.
Another Fit Set jersey there.
Fitset, a very popular gym when it comes to Canada. Even though there might not be as many gyms in Canada compared to the US, it definitely has its people in its heart, and it's definitely being.
Oh! No, oh man!
Adam whiffs that ring. That's unfortunate right there. Didn't see that coming.
Man, you were in the middle of that, and he just came off that ring. I think he was just trying to pull all the bells and whistles out of this course wherever possible. But sometimes speed kills.
Yeah, that's just a testament to how risky some plays on a placement course can be for these athletes. But we have 3 more mature kid males left to take on this placement course. We're going to be starting out with Felix Goldau out here. 4'10" height, 4'11" wingspan, 82 pounds. Has been doing Ninja for around 5 years right now.
Wow.
I'm very happy to have him here. Also known as Ninja FX. He's 10 years old, who loves nothing more than flying through the air and tackling obstacles in style. And thankfully, that's what a lot of this placement course is about. And Felix, Ninja FX, on the run.
Yeah, I mean, if his word is anything to go off of, then he should be smooth sailing through this course.
You can see here, bit hung up. Easy stuff there from Felix currently. Moving along now, comes through to the fidget spinner. Nice link out there. 65 seconds coming into link to the Leafs.
Yeah, honestly, at this stage in the competition,
No! What's going on here today? The mature kids. Oh, man, I don't know what's going on. Such good runs, and then just like a momentary lapse in concentration can finish it.
I feel like sometimes maybe you just get a little lost in the sauce while you're chasing that top time, and we've been seeing it a little bit more than I was expecting here.
Interesting plays for a lot of these guys. I don't know what's happening. We have 2 more opportunities for clears out here on the placement course, but that means I'm excited to be seeing what the challenge course can hold for a lot of these guys, because they can just go full force and maybe do some retries as well if needed.
Oh man, well, we're down to our final 2. Dominic gonna be stepping up. Let's see. I'm surprised we still only have 1 finisher in the mature kids male division.
As a true Canadian, Dominic Spassky loves hockey and collects hockey cards. He loves maths and reading, and he tries to do Ninja anytime and anywhere he can. So he's getting ready to go out here for this placement course, hopefully to become our 2nd clear of the mature kid male division. Getting ready on the start line, hands ready for the ring, and he's off.
Yeah, I like the drive out of this kid. He is relentless through the early parts, skipping most of that sonic curve. Doesn't want to use half of that stinking obstacle.
Looking over here right now, 1 minute 10 as he comes on through, makes that link. Lovely stuff. 1, 2, 3 leaves down. 1 minute 65 seconds. Here he goes. Nice on the skates right there. Now the boot scoots. This has played a bit of a hassle for the females. How can Dominic do it? Reaches out to that ring and holds on. And now just needs only a bit of a run up to the warped wall. And Dominic Spassky is our fastest time.
42.62. Not bad at all. You know, Dominic, that was kind of the perfect run we were waiting for, right?
Absolutely. Peak performance right there from our boy Dominic. We got our fastest time of the division so far. And with 1 more competitor left, it looks like the Dominic's chances of being the last runner on the challenge course is quite high.
Yeah, it was a little close on that boot scoop, but was able to curl his fingers over that yellow ring and finish out in style. So, yeah, chances are he will be running this challenge course last, unless our final runner, Wesley Marsh, has anything to say about it.
We have one more, Wesley being it right here. Getting ready to go. We have a lot of potential out here. Wesley can definitely change how the leaderboard affects things. He can literally place anywhere. He knows where everyone is placed on the run order currently for the challenge course, so he needs to kind of abide by it and see what he can do to respond to such a thing.
Honestly, it would be preferable, of course, for Wesley to be able to get through all the obstacles, because that'll give him a huge bump in when he's running, for sure.
Absolutely. Wesley, definitely a decider, if anything, out here. Getting ready to go on this placement course in due time. Thumbs up, making sure Wesley Marsh is ready to round out this placement course out here at Fit Set Ninja, and he's off and running.
Yeah, could he be the one to get the sub 40? I mean, time will tell, and he has, what, just about 30 seconds to see if that'll play out?
You can see him pulling on each of these rings right here. Easy stuff right there. A minute 10 as he tries to move on forward now. Ooh, misses the static on that link potential. He needs to try and just set it up. Doesn't have the link capabilities to go back. Yes, okay. 55 seconds for the leaves, and the foot tap is going to be it for him. Wesley Marsh is going to set himself into 4th place there with only 2 clears as for the Mature Kids division.
Wow, that was a bit of a shock just from this whole Mature Kids male division. I was expecting a lot more buzzers. I think the Mature Kids female really set the tone that way, but that will do it for the Mature Kids male division. Only 2 buzzers, a lot of kind of shock stumbles out of our athletes, but we know they're capable of some great things, and they have one more opportunity to make it happen.
But yeah, that is going to be it for the placement course out here for Fit Set Ninja for the Mature Kids divisions. We saw the male leaderboard just now, and with Eleanor and Caroline, Penelope and Adeline being our top 4 on the Mature Kid female division. That was absolutely incredible stuff. I absolutely loved that. That placement course was filled with action, and the challenge course is definitely going to live up to that too.
Absolutely. I saw what the challenge course had to offer. It was some crazy stuff. But just to think, here's a little observation I've made. The Mature Kids female course had all but 2 finish. The Mature Kids male division only had 2 finish. So polar kind of opposite results, if you think about it. But Billy, any closing thoughts before we take a quick intermission for the challenge course?
I am a very excited man to see these athletes take on the challenge course. A lot of action to be covered very shortly from Billy Dixon and Kane Maulding. We will see you soon for the challenge course. Take care.
Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, seal and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on dgsninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my chalk bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab chalks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slap Chalks.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Premier Series Season 3 qualifier at Fitset Ninja in Edmonton, Canada. My name is Billy Dixon. I am joined alongside Kane Malden here today, and we got to give a massive shout out to our course designers up in Canada, Dylan Luck and Josh Thomas. They have put together two absolutely amazing courses, very creative, I think is the way to put it, for both placement and challenge. They've done an absolutely incredible job with absolutely every single obstacle that they have done. And Kane, we are just getting started with the mature kids division. We've got the challenge course still to go. What are we feeling?
Just like a whole wide array of emotions based off of coming off the coattails of that placement course. We really had a lot go right and a lot go wrong. So it was just a whole brew of stuff. I don't know though. This is going to be an interesting challenge course. We saw what happened in the kids division. Got a couple buzzers, which is nice to see. And I'm hoping that we can see some redemption stories out of our mature kids, especially our mature kid male athletes. Only 2 were able to finish the placement course.
Indeed. So we have 13 potential clearees on this course. I'm very excited to be seeing who of them are going to be of that caliber particularly, but I'm extremely hyped to be seeing the diversity between the results on this course in particular, because on the placement course we saw our females predominantly get the buzzers a lot more, with a couple of slip-ups in there, but the mature kid male side of things is where we really started to see some unexpected whiffs and misses, with only a couple of clears there on the latter half of the running order. So I'm excited to see particularly the males and the females that didn't get the buzzers to properly show everyone here what they're all about. They have the challenge course retries enabled as well, so I'm excited to be seeing how all that will happen. And we're going to be getting our course demo very shortly. We have 12 obstacles on this course right here that our lovely reigning kids female champion Riley is going to be demonstrating. She was our only clear on the course earlier for the kids female division, and no doubt if we gave her another opportunity here again, she'd do it.
Absolutely. We have the leap of faith. I'm hoping we don't see anyone skip those rings. Ice cream sandwiches. Buckle up, because we're going to be giving our athletes some Oreos or whatever.
The big swing is going to be next. 2 rings, 2 vertical holds, it looks like. Hello. That's interesting. Okay, so that's going to be a bit of a difficult one to pass, possibly, if you're looking for one of those Motus finalist spots, if we end up getting a couple of people in that scenario. But regardless, we can see here, balance is best. The name is a lie, but regardless, we're seeing the C-ring hops come into play now. Reaching up and sliding them down their tracks and dismounting right there. Nope, we missed the dismount platform seemingly, so we're going to give it a second try here. This is where we could see one of their retries on the challenge course be enabled. We saw it in full effect. Nice from Riley trying to link it, and it worked successfully. And now the slippery slopers is next. We start out with some rings on a bogey pendulum first.
Ooh, this is going to be tough. You got to go onto those slopers there, kind of like cannonballs, but not even on cannonballs. Or, well, you can't really dig in like you can on cannonballs. Is what I'm saying. Gotta go.
Here we moving along ever so gracefully out here. And now the U-turn. This is where we started to see a couple of our kids properly get a bit stuck. It's a Brett Sims type obstacle. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I've seen this type of movement before where you go, you grab a wheel, and then take a ring with you, unhook it, then hook it into another hook. Lovely stuff. And then move the back ring onto a sky hook, and then dismount. Or you could skip it, you never know. But yeah, following that will be stick it. This is also a very difficult balance obstacle that managed to take out the vast majority of people, excuse me, who managed to clear the U-turn purely because of how demanding it is in your flexibility. Because once you get to this point, you have to get onto a slack line below without having to, like, touch anything with any part of your body out of bounds. It's a really weird one to properly grasp. But if you make it past that, we then move over to the crazy cliffhanger, where we take these rings and lachey up to some cliffs, move over to the left, and get to those rings on the other side of the cliffs.
Ooh, yeah, kind of like a, not really a bogey move, because those are not cliffs, but whatever.
And you can see here moving across the second ledges, and then some more bogey action. Okay, I see you. Then getting a nice pop-off right there with the swing. And now the muscle-up obstacle. We saw Riley do a beta break on this one in the kids division, which really took me by storm. Just kind of the turnaround almost. You can see her pushing up here, doing a press up to get up to that point, and then the ring over to this point here.
Yes.
We unhook it and boot scoot essentially all the way down to the red. And then the flying bar wedge. Kane, we've got a wedge as the final obstacle. What a way to end it.
Oh, yeah. And this one, they really don't let up, like, this whole course.
Look at this. You can see Riley trying to wedge it forward, as it were, bit by bit. And then maybe a bit here to lachey over to that bar, and then lachey down to the buzzer to end your course run.
Wow, that's nowhere else but the Premier Series would they ask mature kids to do a wedge.
We're going to see one of our course designers out here test it out. Trying to move it forward as best possible, it seems. It looks like if you have more weight on the obstacle, then there's more of a chance of the bar becoming uneven and then slipping through easily. It's a proper weird one to try and grasp.
But on the other hand, if you're smaller, then your wingspan isn't so great, and that bar is pretty long.
Very true. You need to have a lot of control over it. See another one of our course designers take it on right here.
All right, let's see here.
Take it in his stride. It's a very difficult one to try and get through here.
Yeah, that bar is uneven!
And then you gotta lachey all the way over to the second bar and then get that buzzer hit to finish your course run. That is how it's gonna go for our mature kids here today. Very pumpy, very lengthy. But I'm excited to be seeing the final results and how the 13 mature kids that we've got lined up are gonna fare.
So yeah, what are the big obstacles worth pointing out? I mean, to me, I think the big ones are going to be definitely that flying bar. I think the combo of the slopers and gotta go isn't very forgiving because both are very finger strength reliant.
I think personally the combination of obstacles to fear the most is the U-turn and the stick it, because once you get deep into those obstacles and if you drop out at the very end, then you have to try some very lengthy, precise movements from all the way back to the beginning of the obstacle essentially. And it is not very forgiving if you're just trying to move through at the best pace possible. So, especially on the stick it as well, being very tentative out of bounds as well and making sure you don't hit anything considered dangerous on the obstacle is a difficult prospect.
Absolutely. We should be getting into runs pretty shortly, but yeah, lucky number 13. We're going to see who's the 8 who are going to be qualifying for Premier Series finals.
As we said earlier, today marks the 28th anniversary of Sasuke and Ninja Warrior, as it is on September 27th, 1997, the first ever ninja competition in the entire world was broadcasted in Japan. was an absolutely critical success, and it made its way through the rest of the world, predominantly around 2006, where we got to see a bunch of the original Japanese Sasuke tournaments on TV via G4, which is where a lot of our old school Americans really started to get into the sport of ninja. And through that, A&W was born, and so were leagues and the sport of ninja as a whole, and it's progressed massively to something like this, where we get to see our amazing mature kids on placement courses and challenge courses alike. And Kate Cathro is going to be starting things out as our first runner, testing the waters, as it were, on this course right here.
Yep, Kate honestly was pretty close to a placement course clear, just had to slip up on the boot scoots. More than capable of getting deep into this, but as the first runner, it's not going to be easy.
This is also a move I took note of, a vertical grab after some big ring swings there. She gets it though, the grip tape coming in clutch, lovely. Kate Cathro coming in, gets the lâché onto that trapeze and drops down successfully. And now is going to be coming on to balance his best.
Yeah, as the first runner, you have to play at your A game. It's not like when you run last and you've seen what everyone has done. You just have to play it accordingly. Kate's got to be at her best to ensure she gets high on that leaderboard.
She's trying her best to move through tentatively there. Look at this. Just under 3 minutes now as she's made her way through the first third of the course. Hooks in that C-ring hop and is now going to be sliding along this track in hopefully as little moves as possible to not be Yeah, look at this. If we don't properly set our cores back when we're about to dismount, then the ring can be sliding back and forth, and it would be a nightmare to dismount if you don't have momentum. And Kate is going to have to take a retry. The foot tapper there.
Yeah, Kate wanted to get a big backswing there. That's absolutely vital, because without it, there's not really much you can do. You're going to use her first retry. Going for it again, and she's short!
Oh, Kate's down. Sadly, that's going to be it. Very solid run up to that point. Having to take in momentum and basically link a dismount on a C-ring, no less, where you have to be careful of the ring not ejecting from the track. Definitely a tough prospect.
Yeah, being the first to take it on as well, I don't envy it personally, but Kate definitely put her best foot forward, and we'll see how that stacks up. She's done all she could.
Okay, moving on to our second mature kid female competitor out here taking on the challenge course right now is going to be Mackenzie Manson, coming out of Team Fitset, Team Canada by extension. Mackenzie Manson getting ready to go on the leap of faith from these rings. He's getting ready to go. Here we go. We're off.
She's taking the easy way down. Mackenzie going across the ice cream sandwiches. The 5-second rule does not apply to those.
Here we go, Mackenzie. Oh, nice approach. Only taking one of those vertical holds to start things out as she tries to build up the momentum necessary. Nice dismount there. You could see it's really difficult to try and grasp, but after taking hold of vertical pegs almost, straight to a trapeze where it's a massive drop, your hands start to turn and maybe lose grip a bit. So having on the afterburners after such a long obstacle really pays off. And Mackenzie threw the balance and is now going to be setting eyes on the C-ring hops.
Yeah, and Mackenzie is a little taller, so she can really set
Look
for
at that! Lovely stuff right there. We could see her properly setting her legs back to get the momentum necessary to get a massive swing going off of that track. But now she's coming through the slippery slopers without a problem. 2 minutes 47 now. Coming into obstacle 7. Got to go. Coming in. Gets the cliffs. And swings on down. Now then, the U-turn. This is going to be quite the difficult one to get a good grasp on. We get 2 rings to start things off. And then we take a bunch of swings to gather momentum back and forth to get onto the wheel and hit that ring, and then get your momentum back and hook it into a dangling hook, and then move along and get the ring into a sky hook now. Whereas Mackenzie gonna act up and go for the dismount here.
Yeah, she's
definitely possible.
lining
She's
it
got
up.
the height. Easy.
Yeah, but now she's going into the final balance obstacle in this course. She is taller, so she's going to have to kind of curve in a little more with the legs. But that may play to her strengths because she can just reach on down. Mackenzie making quick work of this course. 3 more obstacles.
Lovely stuff. Now then, she's coming into the crazy cliffhanger. First jump, easy stuff. 100 seconds now. No retries are having to be used yet, which is lovely to note.
Wow.
The first bogey out of 3 on this course. Currently a minute 30 as she comes into the second one, and then the third. Now she's going to try and dismount and get into the muscle up, trying to change her grip.
Yeah.
Out here, hold up. I'm going to try and get some sideways momentum going to then dismount. Lovely from Mackenzie.
All right, 2 more obstacles. Wow. Big breakthrough out of Mackenzie. I think her height is really helping, as I've said many, many times. Now onto the muscle up, lock it into that bear trap. What approach is she going to do? She's going to do the press up approach, the push up. I don't know, but she's got to turn around.
Here she goes, gets the correct body control. It's definitely daunting when you're that high up as well, and your balance largely depends on just a couple of bars. And now, with 38 seconds, she takes the boot scoot down and is now on to the wedge.
30 seconds?
Our final obstacle.
And no retry spent as well. Can put 2 really good attempts into this. Let's see, hopefully can get it in 1. But Mackenzie...
Need to keep that bar even. I think she's a bit too far to her right-hand side there. But she's trying to inch it to as far forward as possible, where it looks like she can try and go for the lache, which she builds up for, and gets the grab!
Come on!
Mackenzie Manson! The time is ticking! Get it down there! Yes! Mackenzie Manson! Getting that buzzer hit without a problem. 3 minutes, 56 seconds, 0.57. Peak.
Oh, wow, Mackenzie. That was a little close. She didn't use a single retry, but I think if she had, I don't think she would have quite made it in time. Really, as any great athlete does, using all of the assets provided to her full advantage, she looks strong on that run. And that should buy her a slot, I would think.
This really goes to show how much this challenge course requires perfection as well. No retries used, but still only 4 seconds left on the clock. You can't really hesitate that much in between obstacles either. But yeah, absolutely incredible stuff there. Mackenzie was moving through each obstacle at a solid and consistent pace, which ultimately led in a buzzer hit from her.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there is still time to be made up. But with what I believe 4 athletes left? No, 5. Yeah, 5. 5 athletes left in the Mature Kids female division. I think it is very likely that we will be seeing her in the Premier Series finals.
It's possible, but then again, our Mature Kid females athletes might have been looking at that run, taking some notes as to how they can properly go through this course. But it's all going to come down to how they perform. And Chloe Millar is coming up through now.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing to speculate about what strategies you can do, but it's another thing to actually execute on them. If Chloe can do it, though, I mean, she'll buy herself a pretty good position into potentially a qualifying slot, but time will tell. Chloe, on the move. Let's see here. It's not too tough out of the gate, I reckon. Just gotta start strong, finish strong. That's kind of how this is played.
Here we go now. Chloe trying to get the vertical and horizontal movement to get to only one of those poles, it looks like, which is working for her. And building up momentum to try and kip her hips up to that trapeze. Yo, it's really, really tense when you can see them starting to peel off of that bar. It's crazy work.
No, the balance! Balance isn't the best!
Okay. Right, retry having to be used out here. Gonna really need to do it. The pressure does amount when you have only one try on a balance obstacle like this.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes you use your retry up a little quicker than you might have wanted, but Chloe looking a little more cautious on her, I don't know, sophomore attempt.
Here we go. Lovely stuff. She gets it past now and is now going to be moving on through to the searing slider.
No!
And, oh, just kind of like pushes her entire body over to that point. But now she's going to try again. Only one more attempt now. After this, she's going to have to move her along flawlessly.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the latter half be done flawlessly, but Chloe, the pressure is on. She needs to keep her body forward. And
gets it that time.
Yeah, there it is. Chloe.
Lovely stuff.
Facing off against the slopers, though. An obstacle that cannot be overlooked. Of course, it is a little easier for our younger athletes because they have smaller hands, but still, you gotta be careful here. Chloe, no!
No, that's gonna be it for her, unfortunately. It seems like the sloper was a bit too much for her, sadly. Still an incredible run, bouncing back one obstacle at a time from each retry there. Crazy work. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it's just a testament to how tough this course is, I would say. To where, just like that, you can fall on all sorts of obstacles. I think the issue there was that her wrists were not in the right spot. With a sloper like that, wrist placement is everything. If you don't have it straight, I would say, then you can just slip right off.
It's a lot of things to take into account on a challenge course run like this, because when you have quite a large course to get through, your plan really needs to be solid in order to make sure that you have a solid idea of where you're going to go next in terms of where you are physically and on the obstacle too. But now Adeline Chalmers is going to be coming through with her attempt on the challenge course. She started Ninja 2 years ago. She loves working on long laches and the lache lanes. She also loves the flying bar obstacle. So if she makes it over to the flying bar wedge, it should be a sight to behold. She loves the competitions where she can meet up with old friends and make new ones too. And outside of Ninja, Adeline competes in rock climbing and enjoys hiking up mountains in the Canadian Rockies.
First athlete to go for both at once. Now, it's about that time where we're going to be able to secure some Premier Series slots. It's either going to be Adeline or Mackenzie. This run will determine such.
Wow. Here we go now, trying her best. A bit wobbly on that third pole, but now moves along there, rushing over to the dismount and works for her. Now then, just over 3 minutes as she starts to take on the searing hops.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, okay, nice. Didn't really hop, it just kind of slid it, and it worked very well for her.
Yeah, use the hips to kind of set her lower body in the perfect angle, the perfect form. Now let's see, can Adeline unscramble the slopers? Yes, she will. Okay, that was... Treated that like a set of monkey bars.
Here she goes now, coming in to gotta go. Moving along now, reaches out to that ring and dismounts accordingly. No retries having to be used yet. So Adeline is going to be coming through onto the U-turn with a lot of confidence, I'd like to assume.
Yeah, I would like to see her go a little faster because she is behind the curve that Mackenzie set. But still, I mean, if she keeps it up, maybe picks up the pace a little bit, then a buzzer is not out of the question.
Here she goes. Moving along now, 1 minute 50. She's got the grab, just the dismount is needed now. She's quite lengthy as well. She's got quite a good bit of height on her and dismounts very well. Still, both of her retries left. Ooh, but
Oh.
also took a bit of a stumble there. So she's going to have to complete this obstacle in only one attempt.
Oh man, this is not an obstacle I would like to one-shot. It's a really tough move, and she touches down!
No! Out of bounds, sadly, for Adeline Chalmers. Did very good there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the heels touch down on black. Any black bits on that box are out of play. And yeah, it's just the way it goes sometimes. Balance is what I would say a great equalizer of Ninja. If you think about it, right?
Absolutely. Always a very difficult prospect. I do think with a proper retry, she would have been able to get it. I am like almost in awe of how difficult that type of move can really be, especially under a retry. It's not the kindest.
Now, Penelope Hay, I believe, was one of our earliest runs of the placement course. Will be third to last in the challenge course. So let's see. Has she done her homework? Can she secure a slot? Big jump out of the gate!
Easy stuff. We love to see that skip. Already an immense time save. 2 seconds ahead of the rest of the field to this point due to that jump. Doesn't seem like it's a hard move either, so we could possibly see a lot more of our athletes get through it. Also worth noting that Mackenzie Manson has qualified for finals. Penelope is definitely on pace to do the same.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a bold move, but hey, if you're willing to go through the motions, might as well jump.
Penelope now is going to be coming in to these beams with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left and takes a wide stride. Lovely stuff.
All right, let's see how she handles the ring. If she can do this in one fell swoop, that'll mean wonders for her pace. Yep. Okay, these slopers, so tricky on their own, but keep in mind the splits are relative to Mackenzie's pace. If she makes it to the U-turn faster than Adeline, she will be going to the Premier Series finals.
Penelope Hay now coming along.
No!
Oh, okay. That's the first time we've seen that today. She tried to match the bogeys on the wall. So she now knows that that might not work. She might want to take a bit of time, maybe reach out to one if she has the wingspan to do so. To be fair, height of 4'10", wingspan of 4'6", so it's not the easiest, but she gets it this time and now pulls along through with one retry in tow and the U-turn up next.
Yeah, I'm not sure everyone would do that technique twice, but Penelope was just confident with her acrobat-style move. Speaking of which, here we have the U-turn.
Gets the grab and now needs to center her mass and try and turn herself around with the correct physics. Misses it on her first attempt, but then reaches out using the 4'6" wingspan and is now with 2 minutes left. Gonna try and dismount early and try and get an offset swing, which she gets effortlessly. There we go.
Well,
Just over 100 seconds now as she tries to move on up the stick-it balance.
regardless,
Not an easy task, this one.
Penelope is going to the Premier Series finals. She is locked in her slot, but wants to go a little further than that. Makes the big stretch down. Oh,
Hold up. Okay, she's okay. She's okay. That little beam there, not out of bounds, but the slack line has been cleared effortlessly. And now 1 minute 15 as she chalks up, getting ready for the crazy cliffhanger.
Now, I think I'd like to see her pick up the pace a little bit. I think Mackenzie was a little bit further along by this point, so really needs to hurry if she wants that buzzer.
As she's traversing across the bogies, she's still at an okay pace, I think. Just under a minute now. 50 seconds as she's moving through one of the longer parts, but you can see her taking some bigger swings. I think this might be a sign that she's pumped.
Yeah, completely straight-armed here. That could be just up to the smaller hands bit, but could also be pumped.
Dismount. It's going to be it there, but now 30 seconds for both the muscle up and the flying bar wedge. This is going to be a harsh one.
Yeah, Mackenzie was at 30 seconds at the final obstacle, and she peels off on the backswing!
Grip has been lost on the lock-in right there. So I think at least her goal now is just to clear this obstacle. In 22.5 seconds, it'll be quite a tall order, but at the same time, chalking up, getting ready to go. It's the locking it in part is going to be quite difficult. You can see her with the reverse grip to try and force it in a bit more. She gets it this time.
Whoa!
Interesting tech. Just try and use the climbing up tactic. Maybe just jump for the pole and then maybe underbar it going for that ring.
Oh,
Boot
come
scooter
on!
in time and get the dismount. Gets the obstacle clear as time runs out. 11 points to Penelope Hay. She goes into second place with 2 more competitors left.
Yeah, she's safe. And just, we knew she was something special when she did that jump to start. Then kept the throttle up, but there were some costly slip-ups that maybe denied her a buzzer, I would say.
It possibly there. Maybe an extra turn on the U-turn maybe wouldn't have done it. I don't know. I think it might have just been the retry on the stick it. That might have been it, but regardless, she was moving through at a very fast pace. And then again, this challenge course is one of the most demanding of the season so far. And with 2 more competitors left, even though that Penelope has locked in herself for one of those finalist tickets, she now has 2 more competitors to watch, and 3rd place and 4th place are also in quite a bit of danger here as we're getting into our 2 fastest finishers of the Mature Kids female division. Here we can see Adeline Chalmers and Chloe Miller on the bubble currently, due to the fact that we have 2 other competitors left that have also cleared the placement course faster than them. Speed is definitely in their wheelhouse, and I'm hoping that we can see some good fast action on a challenge course like this.
Yeah, wow, we've really been in for a bit of a show. I would say Chloe's in a bit of more danger. Getting to the stick it is inherently harder, I would say, because it's further in the course. Am I right?
Yeah, it's quite a convoluted situation, but Carolyn Cutler is going to be coming in straight away with that jump. Who needs rings at this point? Quite a substantial time save, if anything. We can see Carolyn moving forward here. Gonna only utilize 1 ring on that front swing. I understand the process. Here we go. Gonna take... Ooh, looked like she wanted to go on that one as she set her hips forward to get the grip forward. Yeah, easy.
And then, ooh, by the skin of her teeth, she's there. Caroline going about the balance, though. We've seen a couple slip-ups throughout, so you can't be too reckless here. She understands the assignment.
Carolyn coming through now. Yes, very orthodox as she comes through without a problem on the C-ring hops now. And she takes a slide and links the entire thing in basically 1 move. We love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, C is for Caroline. But anyway, the slopers, perfect. I mean, those are pretty hard to grip, but making quick work of it, and now a big backswing on the gotta go. Statics, and there's her exit route.
Here we go. Carolyn Cutler is now going to be taking on the U-turn. An interesting one, to say the least. A lot of momentum needed to get the momentum required. Here we go.
All right, well, she's not done yet. She's got to get it into that hook. Pretty simple, though. Let's see, gonna go for the hook. I think she's eyeing that dismount. Here
we go. Gets the dismount. Carolyn Cutler coming in now. fastest pace up to this time as well. She's got 2 minutes as she comes into the final 4 obstacles, and she's taking wide strides where she can to try and save every bit of time possible as she starts to dismount down onto the slack line. Lovely. Now just needs to bound across it, which she does. Okay. 3 more obstacles, 100 seconds left. Around a good pace currently. About Mackenzie's time to this point as well, as she's moving through the crazy cliffhanger.
Yeah, looking strong. Caroline is going to the Premier Series finals, but has more to play for in the remainder of this run. Let's see, this was where Mackenzie got hung up because she wasn't sure of her placement. Caroline, though, committing to facing forward, and she's there.
Yes! There we go. Carolyn Cutler now going to chalk up, get a bit of blood pumping in the forearms now. And she's getting the lock-in on that little handle as she now starts to pull herself up. We got like the leg muscle up, if anything. I want to say that's the technique, as she is now utilizing every bar possible to try and push up and get ready. You can see it's such a weird obstacle to try and do in mid-air as well, when you've got the depths of Fit Set Ninja coming underneath you. But she gets through it, and now the wedge beckons. The chalk up is here, and she's getting ready for that wide grip on the bar.
Let's see, can she get through this faster than Mackenzie? It all comes down to this. A little hung up, trying to stay centered here. But that left side falling a little further down. Oh no, it's getting dangerously close, but she saves it.
I think she's trying to just get as much distance as covered now, but she's heard the klaxon go. She's going for the Lachey. Gets it in one. Caroline Cutler, 2.5 seconds left, and she gets the buzzer. 3 minutes, 57.48 seconds. What a clutch.
Oh man, this course is so like uncomfortable. I mean, there's so much unfamiliar tech. There's a lot of balance, which collectively all ninjas hate, except for a select few. We have that muscle up, almost like a figure 4 technique we saw out of Caroline there. And I was a little uncertain if she was going to make it on the wedge, but the big Lachey for the, well, almost win. And that leaves us with 1 as the crowd goes in for a group hug.
Crazy work. Caroline Cutler locked in for the finals right there. That was her first Premier Series as well, and she's found herself on the podium at least, which is crazy work. And with 1 more athlete left, Adeline Chalmers is on the bubble, completed the U-turn in 2 minutes 20.3 seconds. But we have Eleanor Hollowatch coming in, and she's going to be our final runner on the challenge course because she got the fastest time in placement.
Yeah, and it was pretty close to Dominic's time. So we're gonna see. Are we gonna see some crazy speed maneuvers out of Eleanor? It's been pretty close on this challenge course. Only within a margin of a few seconds to that buzzer. No retries used. Man, it's intense.
We're just going to fix a couple of the cameras on site, meaning that Eleanor is going to get iced for a little bit, which is quite the jarring experience on the start line of a course. When you're already feeling a little bit of pressure as the final runner, you got to make sure that you channel in every single bit of energy for a prolonged period of time on the start line so you can get through on the course in an efficient manner. But we do have a lot of action to still cover this weekend at Fit Set Ninja in Edmonton, Canada. We're on the mature kids currently. We've got the preteens coming later on tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, which is going to be great to see. You'll have Kane and Joe Morovsky on the mic for that one. And then tomorrow, the action continues on the amateur side of things. We've got the amateur division starting things out tomorrow, which is going to be a very fun time. Following that is going to be the teens division at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then the elites in Canada are going to all come together for 5 p.m. It's going to be an incredible time for each of these guys taking on this course. I'm hyped for all of it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. These Canadian athletes are really, really strong. We've seen them succeed everywhere in American competitions when they make the trip. It's really exciting to see them compete on their home turf. Let's see if Eleanor can make some big strides here. The final mature kid female run of the day.
Eleanor Hollowatch coming in now, jumps down onto the mat and is now bounding across the ice cream sandwich strides as she takes one of the rings with a massive run up on that tiny platform. She comes in on the big swing to those chucks, not a problem. Gonna look for that trapeze, get a more straight approach to it, and gets it in one. Lovely.
Yeah, we've seen everyone like that dismount, so no big surprise there. Eleanor, honestly, kind of a brisk pace here on these balance rails, I guess you could call them, for lack of a better term.
Working well for her, though, keeping it steady and very, very well done there. She's still 5 seconds ahead of Mackenzie Manson to this point, too. With 3 minutes 10, she's sliding down the track. Ooh, got a bit caught up. Gonna go back to the beginning and start it again. This is not gonna count as a retry because she hasn't fallen. And still hasn't. She's gonna move on through.
Did lose a little bit of time, but considering how she's been moving thus far, it does look like something she can make up. Eleanor going into the sloper.
Ooh, is gonna static the slopers. I like that technique. Almost helps dig in your fingers on the hand that goes for the sloper first as you're pulling back on it almost. So that secures your grip a bit more. And onto got to go. I'm gonna come along down. Easy stuff. Now then the U-turn beckons. She's gonna grab onto those rings and get a massive swing here, building up a lot of momentum to grab onto the wheel and then the ring.
Yeah, a lot of swing. She was swinging so hard there. But needs to steady herself. This is a precise move. Can't quite get it out. Oh, hold on. Third try is the charm, but now she's in that kind of downward spiral. Come on.
Ooh, almost tries to hook it back into its original place, which is smart. So she can now try her best to switch hands, it looks like, actually. And then unhook it maybe, and then go forward with it. To try and get it into the sky hook, possibly?
I don't know if this is the right move, though.
Gonna give it a second go in a different manner now. Starting from the standard direction, if anything. Ooh, but just misses that hook, and it's swinging about now, and time is ticking down for Eleanor.
Oh, no. She might need to... I don't know.
There we go. She tries again here. 1:15.
Yeah, this
trying
is...
her best to control it. It's not an easy one. She's going to take a tactical retry and start it again.
Oh, man. You got to think, though. She was hanging on there for a while. I hope it's not starting to take its toll. I think with the time she spent, I think it's going to be a little out of the question to get a buzzer. But can definitely make some headway and bump into fourth, if anything. It all comes down to this obstacle and the next one by the looks of it.
Just under a minute now as Eleanor makes the grab for the wheel and gets the ring first time. But is still going to try and re-grip. Not too sure what the plan is here. Is she going to try? Ooh, okay, now she's just spinning about. Needs to keep a good grip on that ring. As she now tries her best to get the grasp and swing in play. She's not qualified for finals yet either, not in the top 4, so she really needs to motor on through and get the precision. She gets it into the hook, but now she just needs to dismount in an orderly fashion.
Oh,
Here she goes. This is not going to be enough time to automatically qualify. She needs to get through the stick it in order to get through to finals, and there's only 10 seconds left.
Yeah,
She's trying her best to not rush it. Here she goes.
Yeah, but she's got to rush
needs
now.
To be done in a few moves, and just by the skin of her teeth, she gets into 4th place and then qualifies. Eleanor runs out of time. Still, though, wow, that was clutch.
Oh, man. You know, the initial impressions of that run, she was moving super quick, but after the C ring, I think she got a little caught up and, for lack of a better term, couldn't quite catch up to the kind of pace that we've seen out of our finishers. And this U-turn gave her... it was not easy for her. And she had to hustle through, stick it as well. But because of that, we saw some of that placement course prowess secure her a slot in the Premier Series finals. That's it for our Mature Kids female athletes. Wow.
But now we turn the attention over to the Mature Kid males out here. We're going to be starting out with Adam El-Hegazi out here on the challenge course. I'm very excited to be seeing how the foundation is going to be laid for the males this time. We have 6 of them taking up to the plate, and here goes Adam getting ready to go first up here. He's off and ready on the start line. Are we going to be seeing the rings in play or a straight jump down?
Oh, I think we know the answer. He's not even looking at the rings.
Easy stuff there. Lovely. Adam almost kind of quad step to the sandwiches, but now he's going to get a large momentum shift immediately and try his best to move on through these slacks as best as he can. 20 seconds have gone already as he hops up to the vertical holds and now needs to try his best to get enough height on that trapeze and holds it. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, Adam fell early on the placement course, so I think we're seeing more of that talent that we didn't quite get a glimpse of earlier in the day. In fact, it was his speed that knocked him out. Oh!
Oh no. Okay, Adam, unfortunately, near just over the halfway point of that obstacle, really lost the balance and tried to rush at the very end. So now Adam's going to come through unbalanced this time. Ooh, okay, wobbling a bit, but on the edges of those poles, he readjusts himself.
Yeah, have
Needs
more
to keep it on lock. Here he goes.
control of your center of gravity. He's looking a little skittish here. Adam, come on, get out of there. And he does. Okay, that was scary, but Adam out of the woods there and into the C ring, setting his hips forward. Perfect dismount.
Here we go now. Adam is going to take to the former ring again to try and shorten things out.
All right, well, these slopers have been so tough. He's sticking his fingers in. There's not much room to work with. He takes a backswing on them. What? And he doesn't make it.
Interesting. Right, okay, so Adam, no more retries left after this. He's going to be chalking up, getting ready to give the obstacle another go out here on slippery slopers.
All right, nice. He's facing forward that time. The other time he really had to turn around to get onto that ledge. But anywho, let's see what he's learned on the second go round.
Here he goes. Gets the slopers, needs to grip on with everything he's got to dismount, and he's got it. But now he's in quite a peculiar position. He needs to get through the rest of this course without a fall.
Yeah, easy to say, pretty difficult to do. Full usage of that wingspan there. Had to stretch out. Okay, and this U-turn, I mean, we just saw the kind of trouble it can give our athletes earlier. But Adam, let's see if he's got the skills to kill.
Ooh, okay, Adam, a bit of a spin going on there, but he's centered himself here again. Interesting take. Oh, tried to go straight for the skyhook. I appreciate that idea. But a minute left now. He's in an odd position. He's got the ring and the wheel in his grasp freely without it in a hook. Tries to hook it back in, but he's trying to reach out. It's so close right there. Come on. Yes, okay. He can re-grip on his left hand, which I think I saw the coach slip on the mat. That was whatever. Oh no, but the spin on impact wasn't. It took him out, sadly. Adam is down. Unfortunate there. The spin on that wheel was too much.
Yeah, no more retries there for Adam, but I mean, hey, he left it all on the course. You can see the fight he had on that balance. I don't know, it was close. I'm glad he made it through though. He carried on to the U-turn, but as we kind of forecasted, that's just a tough obstacle. It's so uncomfortable.
Very much an uncomfortable obstacle. It's not one where you have to try and go through it at an efficient pace. You just need to wrap yourself around, and carrying turning momentum on a wheel like that with one hand with a precise destination with the ring is definitely not the easiest, to say the least.
And with that, we are down to our final 5 of the division. Samuel going to be coming up next. You know, I feel like this whole course is uncomfortable. I say that the U-turn is uncomfortable, as if the course doesn't end with a muscle-up wedge double whammy.
Actually, quite the prospect, if anything. It's going to be a wild ride for these last few competitors, starting out with Samuel Carmichael out here on our challenge course. He's getting ready to go and takes a massive leap down to the black mat as he is now moving through these ice cream sandwiches without a problem, and now comes into the big swings.
Yeah, I guess they don't call it the leap of faith for nothing, but Sam getting, okay, needs a little bit more swing than that, I'd say. He's getting it. Come on. Oh, there's that grab onto the pole. Ooh, a little sketchy.
Here he goes now, still going through at a nice pace. Ooh, but it seems like he went at a different part. He tried to go for the left side of the trapeze, it looked like, or maybe his swing was just a bit crooked on just leaving it. So he's going to try and give it a second try.
All right, well, taking a retry a little earlier than expected. Let's see what's going to happen here. Hopefully he can pull it together. About 50 seconds have gone by, going for the match on that left, well, his left pull.
Just over 3 minutes now, as he's going to move on and get the grab this time and links it to boot. And now he's going to be moving on to the balance's best obstacle. Has a retry in tow, but a lot of time was... Ooh, okay, at the beginning there. Balance, it was just the end of him on that, so he has no more retries left. He's got to move through the rest of this course as best as he can. Focus, Samuel. Come on, you got it.
Using both his retries a little sooner than he may have wanted, but Sam still has the potential to put up something great. He's just got to remain flawless.
2 minutes 25 now. He's going to try his best to move on forward, which he gets. Lovely. 2 minutes 15. He's now going to be brachiating through these rings on slippery slopers to try and line himself up correctly to get the grip. Gets the bogey square. And now needs to try his best to line it up with this sloper pendulum.
Ooh.
Which he gets! Even with the twist of his elbows. Tries his best and holds on, but just needs to try and get down there.
Whoa!
Yes, he's fine.
Oh man, Sam putting us on the edge of our seats that entire attempt. Lashade twisted, had a close call on that dismount. Hopefully this is a little better.
Hold it. Okay, he's back at the beginning so he can take a second attempt at it.
No!
Oh, but the grip gives out. The momentum sadly gave in. And Samuel Carmichael is down, but the smile is still on his face. Great sportsmanship.
Yeah, great sport about it. Yeah, it took 2 really early retries. But nonetheless, I think if there's anything to take away from that run, it was that attempt on the slopers. That was crazy down to the wire.
Crazy work out there with 4 more athletes left for our course now. We have Wesley Marsh, who's going to be going first. Was one of our athletes who made it to the boot scoot in the placement course. And now he's going to be coming through on challenge for the best of his ability.
Yeah, with 4 left, Wesley could lock himself in if he beats the U-turn or gets to it faster than Adam did. But first things first, gotta go through this as best he can. More important than I think speed is getting through it, like, period.
Here we go. Wesley Marsh trying his best now to get up to those vertical holes. Ooh,
Whoa!
tried to static it, but now he's going every which way. And now has to go again here. A bit of a time loss, but he's going to try his best to get through this obstacle as best he can now. But he is a bit short on momentum currently, I think. He's having a bit of trouble getting a lot of verticality, but he gets onto those grips. With just over 3 minutes left, he's going to go for a big swing on the trapeze, but he's a bit too short for it, sadly.
Wow, yeah, that peel out was really something to behold. I'm glad it didn't cost him a retry there, but still, net retry has been used. Cannot fall on this again or it's all over.
Here we go.
Oh,
2 minute 45. As he's taking a lot of big swings here. Gets to those poles, but he's going to drop down. Wesley Marsh is down and out on obstacle 3, sadly. Unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate showing there out of Wesley, but I don't know. It's a tough challenge course, and I think that when you are trying to go through a challenge course and you're trying to do it fast, if you have a slip up, then it can completely throw off your sense of rhythm, right?
Here we go now. Only a couple more competitors left. 3 to be precise. The first of which is going to be, I want to say, our fastest non-finisher of the placement course. It's going to be
Correct.
Felix Goldo out here. 4'10" in height, 4'11" in wingspan. Started Ninja in 2020, 82 pounds. Coming out of Edmonton, Alberta. Age 10, he's also known as Ninja FX. Is 10 years old, who loves nothing more than flying through the air and tackling obstacles with style. He loves laches and brings both energy and sweat to every ninja course, including this one. Whether it's swinging, jumping, or balancing, Felix is always ready to push his limits and show off his love for ninja. And it's evident right here on the vertical swings up here. Nice, basically staticked it.
Yeah, let's see though. He's sliding down those poles. He's got to go. And Felix, with a backswing, is going to make it to safety. Felix. Now onto balance. He's doing this pretty fast. Oh, no! He touches the pole!
Oh, okay. Felix needs to give it a second try here.
Okay, maybe a little less aggression on this second try. Nope, he's still being pretty quick with the feet.
Moving along carefully and steadily now. And he's through it. Felix now going to move on through. Already 16 seconds ahead of Adam to this point. And takes a massive dismount. Just under 3 minutes now as he swings along through on these rings now.
Yeah, has
a very careful approach to try and orientate himself in the best way possible. And he's moving through.
Yeah, I think he has about a minute to match Samuel to the gotta go, and he'll be locked in if he beats this. So there it is. There you have it. He is going to the Premier
Very
Series
nice.
Finals.
He's coming along through now.
Oh, okay. Well,
Gonna take a second try here. Gonna static and pull back. And maybe reach out. Yeah, nice static there. Pushes himself out into first place, no less. And with 42 seconds ahead of Adam, he has the opportunity to both be a pace setter and a Premier Series finalist as well. Felix has locked himself in, as well as Adam too. But here goes Felix on the turnabout. Ooh, okay.
oh, I like that. He kind of shifted his hands to accommodate what he wanted to do. And Felix eyeing up that dismount. Look at this. This is going to be... Oh, okay. Well, he's moving it out. This is going to be a tough dismount, though, because you got to curve around that post. Oh. Okay, they gave it to him.
Nice stuff from Felix so far. He's still moving through at a very good pace.
But he
that's
touched
gonna
the
be
base.
A retry, a bit of out of bounds contact right there, sadly.
Yeah, he stepped on the wooden base. One thing to stand on the beam, another one to stand on the base. So now he's got to do that lowering move in one attempt. Let's see here. Felix, hands are allowed on this part of the obstacle. Looks to be okay.
Here we go. Felix trying his best to move on through. 1 minute and 5 seconds as he's trying to set himself out on the slack line, and he bounces through it, and he's good. 1 minute left for 3 obstacles, starting with the crazy cliffhanger.
Yeah, buzzer is going to be a little tough given the circumstances, but Felix trying to make as much forward progress as he can. He's already safe, so any little bit does indeed count.
Here we go. 30 seconds left as he's trying to make his way through this bogey line now. He's trying his best to swing on through, getting that sideways momentum, and he drops down. Now, 20 seconds left. Can he get through at least the muscle up?
It's going to be tough. It all depends on how he handles the upward move, and he's not getting that lock into the bear trap. 10 seconds left. It might be a little out of the question now. This obstacle takes so much time, and time is not on his side. That's going to be it for Felix's run.
Unfortunate there as the time runs out. As he's all the way at the top of the obstacle, he might as well dismount in boot scoot style whilst he's at it. Lovely stuff. What a way to go out there. Felix Goldo coming through. Easy stuff. I absolutely loved that run. A lot of stuff to offer. A few dramatic moments.
Wow. Yeah, that was a bit of an intense run. We saw some slip-ups here on Gotta Go. No retries, of course. It was the balance that really took its toll on his run, I feel like. 2 retries, and they were both on the balance. He did say foot dexterity was the obstacle type he found most challenging, so make of that what you will. But still, first place, not bad at all.
Absolutely perfect right now. We still have an opportunity for a clear with 2 more athletes left. The first of which being Caden Brew out here. 95 pounds, started Ninja 2 years ago, age 10 for the season. He's getting ready to go.
Yeah, it's getting a little down to our final competitors, you know. I don't know. This is a tough course. I mean, we saw our only 2 finishers on this challenge course. It was by a margin of less than 5 seconds. This course just asks for so much out of our athletes. Let's see, Caden may be the one to do it. He was one of 2 to finish the placement course.
Here we go. Caden is now coming along. 3 minute 50 as he moves on into the big swings out here. Needs to get from the rings to these vertical holds now.
Caden.
Ooh, gets to the very top of them as well.
Yeah, that was perfect. Had that feeling of weightlessness in the air. That's how you do it. Caden. Hopefully can get through this. Perfect. I would like to see it. And great body control there. Let's see. Can he close this out? Caden is onto the fluffy mat. There you have it. The C ring now in his sights, in his grasp, rather.
Here we go. Ooh, nice.
No!
Oh, no, but he's a bit too short on that dismount. So Caden's going to take another try at it here. Going to insert that C ring onto the track and hopefully make it through on his second attempt now. Caden going to give it his best shot and gets the dismount perfectly this time.
Okay, well, with about a minute left to bump into third place, a Premier Series slot seems all but guaranteed for Caden.
Here he goes now. Gonna be swinging along through. Nice static on the sloper right there. And with 2 minutes and a half, he's gonna be moving in to go for it.
Yep, he's got to go here. The got to go move. Oh, come on, get that ring back. No, he's going to do a big whip with the ring. Doesn't even need that first ring to get to where he needs to go. Incredible. Still neck and neck as he approaches the U-turn.
Here we go.
Getting a lot of swing here.
Yo, okay, a very fast turnaround on that wheel right there. So now Caden is going to come along in, take a couple of spins and try to hook it in. He has the wingspan to get it into the, to wake up into the little bit of the hook right there. 1 minute 30 now as he's trying his best. Okay, interesting play. Trying to recenter himself on this wheel here. It's really difficult to do, though, especially on like a spinning wheel like that. Oh, it's a really difficult one. He's going to drop down and maybe take a tactical retry, if anything.
Ah, come on. This is so rough. He was bumping it a lot with the ring, but it just wasn't going in. That was the big picture there. So now Caden out of retries, out of options. He's just got to do it whatever way he can.
Here he goes. Just over a minute now. Being a bit stronger than before, hopefully. He's got to really dig deep now. He's been hanging up here for quite a while, combining it with the rest of the obstacles here. It's definitely a task and a half, but he gets the ring into the hook this time. 45 seconds as he's going to take the swing down onto the platform and now is turning around the truss and getting ready for the balance out here. Large stride upward.
Yeah, putting his Series 1s to the test there.
Whoa!
Caden
Here we go.
is down, but not out. And he's going to go across that slack line. Come on. There it is. But, oh, with 15 seconds, I'm not sure this is going to be enough.
Here he goes. Caden trying his best to move on through this obstacle right here, right now. Gonna take a massive skip from the bogey. Look at that! He tried his best right there. That was a gutsy move. I appreciate that one.
I think he actually made it. Too bad he didn't have any time left. But still, I mean, he got deep into the course. He couldn't quite get that buzzer, but it wasn't due to a lack of effort, per se. Just, oh man, I think it was this hook that was really the separator between him and first place. Just would not cooperate. But still, a deep run, He's in second. He's going to the Premier Series finals. And he's guaranteed podium as well. Dominic, the only one that can refute this first place run that we saw out of Felix.
Dominic is going to come in now, 4'7" for both height and wingspan. 73 pounds, started Ninja in 2021. As a true Canadian, he loves hockey and collects hockey cards, and loves maths and reading, and does Ninja in his spare time, anytime and everywhere he can, including this challenge course, where he is required to put on excellence here if he wants a Premier Series finalist spot, and he's right out of the gate here.
Yeah, Dominic. I mean, if we're gonna reference the 28th anniversary of Ninja, the hat almost reminds me of old Shingo Yamamoto.
Hey, lovely stuff there. Love it. 3:40 now. Dominic, our fastest clearer on the placement course from earlier, landed himself into Balance's best right now. He's going to come on through.
Yeah.
There he goes.
I like this. He's not going super aggressive. Well, never mind. He heard me. He heard me, and then he just started rushing at the end. Dominic, one fell swoop at the end of that C ring. Look at that. 10 seconds ahead of the curve.
Here we go. Dominic is now coming in. 2 minutes, 57 seconds. And he's trying his best to angle to that bogey as best he can. Reaches out to that sloper with both hands now and matches down. Still has about 2 minutes 40 left as he comes into the final half of this course. He's moving through with a good sense of urgency right now. Reaches out to those cliffs without a problem, and now the U-turn beckons.
All right. Well, this has been a really strong run. As you can see there, the green numbers don't lie. Let's see if he can keep it smooth here with the ring. Gonna spin right round like a record.
Here goes Dominic now as he makes his way over to this obstacle right here. Gets the move on the hooks. 1 minute 50 as he dismounts as well. He's got a very good amount of time. If he's flawless from this point on, a clear is definitely in question.
Oh, absolutely. Stepping up. Okay. Okay. This obstacle puts me on the edge of my seat. Oh, no, the beam denies him.
Ah, okay. Honestly, it's not the end of the world. At least it's not like halfway through the slack line where it could have been a couple more seconds lost. But now Dominic Spassky's going to be coming in and attempt it for a second time. He has already qualified for Motus, but a first or second place wouldn't hurt to boot. But with 1 minute and 50 seconds, he's trying his best to reach on down, and he's got it this time. But now the slack line bounding across, and he's okay. Chalks up, getting ready for the crazy cliffhanger.
All right, we wait in bated breath. Dominic, if he gets through this without any sort of trife, it's very possible he will win the competition. Let's see here, 50 seconds. He's not looking tired, which I like to see. Using the rhythm of his momentum to carry him forward on these cliffs.
Trying his best, gets that bogey right there. I'm also just noticing this now. It looks like they've got a dip in them as well. But now he's around 6.7 seconds ahead of Felix to this point, and he's going to try and lock in this muscle up as fast as he can. And he now needs to get up of these bars right here, right now. He's trying his best to move along. He's doing okay so far, but he's still moving along. Gets the dismount, and with 5 seconds left, he's just going to try his best on the wedge, and that is it. Gets to the start of the wedge, and time runs out. But Dominic Spassky gets first place for the Canadian Fit Set Ninja qualifier for the Mature Kid Male division. What a sight.
Yeah, that was really a sight to behold there. I feel like that slip up on the, what's it called, the stick it might have cost him a buzzer. He definitely lost a lot of unnecessary time to lose. But still, I mean, first place, he can't beat himself up about that too much.
Absolutely. And look at this. These are your top 4 athletes moving on to Motus. We have Dominic Spassky, Felix Goldau, Caden Brew, and Adam El Hegazi. There we go.
That's correct.
Those are your 4 Motus finalists for this year in terms of the Mature Kid Male division from the Canada region. We also have the Mature Kids Female division in Kenzie Manson, Caroline Cutler, Penelope Hay, and Eleanor Hollowatch coming in with absolutely incredible results, which we love to see. Commiserations to Adeline Chalmers, Chloe Miller, Kate Cathro, and the rest of the male division who didn't make it through, sadly. But still, y'all did amazing, great work from all of you guys today. And Kane, there we go.
Yeah, that was crazy. The Mature Kids division really didn't let up. I'm surprised the only 2 finishers were in the Mature Kids female division. But, I mean, it's just a testament to how strong some of these athletes are. Maybe there's a bit of separation between the best of the best and the best of the best of the best. I don't know. It's
a broad spectrum of incredible ninjas. I think that's the best way to put it. But regardless, we still have more content for you guys today. We've got the preteen division coming up right after this in just a moment at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in about 45 minutes, you guys will be getting the preteen ninja action for Canada. Then tomorrow is going to come around, and then we have the amateur division, which is going to start things off at 11 a.m. Teens at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then elites at 5 p.m. Eastern. From Billy Dixon and Kane Malden, we've been your commentators for the Mature Kids division, and we will see you later. Take care, everyone.